Hey guys, this is Mark with Exo Mountain Gear. Just wanted to go over knife sharpening in the field. Steve's behind the camera, Justin's over here working on a bear. We're out on a spring bear hunt in Idaho. And Steve's talked before about my sharpening skills and hyped them up, but they're pretty effective, I guess. And we get a lot of questions on how I sharpen knives, and it's actually incredibly simple. First I'll go over what. This is a DMT, I believe, Dia-Fold. It's a double-sided diamond sharpener. So it's fine and extra fine, the red and the green. These come in a bunch of different versions. I do like the fine and extra fine for in the field work. A key though is it's not going to take a completely dull knife that needs a new blade or a new profile and do that. So this is for sharpening in the field, and obviously if you don't let it get completely dull, it's going to be easier to keep it sharp. Justin was just using this on the bear, so just getting dirt, hair, fat, all that good stuff off the knife before you're sharpening. You'll feel that in the grit if there's something in there. So I usually just wipe it down a little bit, and then just a touch of water either on the blade and or on these diamond sides here. And the water just helps the imperfections you're shaving away kind of float off of the sharpener. So I start with the red side first, and I push away from me, and it takes a little bit of practice with different knives and just determining what angle you need. I'm not using a lot of pressure, I don't use a lot of speed, and then you just kind of want to sweep it and try to follow that blade profile as much as possible. And I'm generally going to do 5 to 6, and then I'll just reverse the edge of the knife. Now I'm coming towards me, and I'll stay on this side, usually for a few passes. It depends on the blade, how it feels, and it's all about just finding the right edge to match that blade profile. So I'll work this back and forth a bit, and the more you do this, the more you'll get the feel for what the angle is, and then also pressure as well. Another thing that I do, you'll notice I don't do actually, is run the blade off the edge of the sharpener. So I basically get to the point where I'm at the tip, and I'm going to leave it there and then pick it up. If you're running this blade off the edge of the sharpener, you can be slightly damaging the tip and not getting a good finish there. So I pretty much reach to that point and then just come off. Each different knife's going to have a little bit of profile differences as well, just in terms of like the belly of the knife. So sometimes you could have the same blade angle but a different belly, and so it just changes. Like this one, I have to come here, and when I get to this point I got to rotate a lot more, just because you have this much sharper curve here. So this gentle sweep versus this much sharper curve with that belly at the end means that when I'm sharpening this one, I'm coming forward, and when I get to here, I gotta turn a lot more to catch that blade properly. A couple of little things when you're new to a knife or new to doing this, if you're doing it at home, you can take a Sharpie and go along the actual edge of the blade, and then as you start this process, you'll see where that Sharpie is coming off, and if you're missing any spots, if you're kind of high or kind of low. So that's pretty much it. I think I gave this sharpener to Steve a few years ago. I've had the same one for 10 plus years myself, so they do last a long time. I'll clean them occasionally, but that's about it. So make sure the knife's clean, the sharpener's clean, and then it's just a matter of getting that edge down and keeping it really sharp in the field.